Okay, believe it or not, there's a whole legion of Nolan fans who are actually under the impression that Batman has never killed anyone over 70 years in the comics. Believe it or not, started on the message boards, say Batman's a pussy in the Dark Knight. And people will be like, oh, Batman never kills anyone. Just because Burton made him a psychopath then doesn't mean that he really is one in the comics, because he's not. Okay, let's go over this. This is the origins. This is Wayne's parents being killed by Joe Chill. Days later, he makes an oath. And in the oath he says, I swear by the spirits of my parents to avenge their deaths by spending the rest of my life wearing on all criminals. Yeah, that means the rest of his life, not getting drunk and spending all his money in his 20s traveling the world rogue, and not being Batman from '05 to '08, even though they say it's only the span of 1 year. And then wanted to retire because he met some politician who's going out with his ex-girlfriend. No, that's not Batman. It says here he trained himself to be a master scientist and obviously the top athletic feats. Alright, let's go over some of the... This is just the first year of Batman comics, 1939 still. Carl Kruger. Oh, what's that? He's flying an airplane. Batman throws a gas pellet at him. He goes down. Batman jumps out. He dies. And what does Bruce Wayne do? He smokes a pipe. A victory pipe. Oh, and another thing. The fact that Nolan has the balls to possibly kill off Batman at the end of The Dark Knight Rises coming up. That's the rumors. And he's planning on Joseph Gordon-Levitt taking up the mantle as if Batman is a symbol. That's a total Batman blasphemy. That's a total diss to the character of Bruce Wayne. He went through those things and he has the resources to be Batman. No one can just take up the mantle and be Batman. And him taking the fall for Harvey Dent is just stupid and thoughtless because they could have framed someone else easily. A henchman easier. Instead, no, he retires for 8 years, as if that makes sense. Hold up. Here we see Batman picking up a Buddha statue and killing Sheldon Lennox, hurling at his dome, falling out the window, and there he is, dead. He could have grappled him, but he didn't. I'm not saying he's the Punisher, and people will be like, he's not the Punisher. Okay, well, listen to this. Policemen aren't there to kill people either, you know. But they're put in the line of duty where they have to kill people. And then they're sought off as heroes, and they're given medals. It's the same thing with Batman. It's like the Joker in The Dark Knight. He's going downtown Gotham with Wayne Manor in the background, Wayne Enterprises in the background. And you know in Batman 89, freaking Batman shoots his rockets right at Joker, trying to kill him. What does Bruce Wayne do in his stupid Batpod? He crashes it, even though it had enough mobility to flip around less than a minute ago and flip over a semi-truck. He couldn't handle it, and he crashes it to save the psychopath Joker in drag, terrorist in drag. He did that to save his life, and you're like, that's not the Batman I know. Even though Joker's been killing everyone and staying up one step ahead of him. They treated the Joker like as if he was the Riddler. That's how smart they tried to make him in The Dark Knight Rises. And then the Joker pretty much calls him a pussy, and he pretty much taunts him the whole freaking movie. And he's like, I only got one rule, I never kill anyone. Oh, really? Well, here goes Robin in his first appearance killing a guy, throwing him off the beam. And you know what Batman said to him? Look at this quote. Snap it, Robin. And he's like, I got it. And he snapped him off, and he falls to his death. Wow. Let's go through one more iconic one. This is an iconic villain that he killed. Hugo Strange. He killed him in the comics. This is his second appearance. And he never made another appearance. This was his second appearance like in 1939, 1940. And he never made another appearance until the 70s when they rebirthed him. It's like they kind of censored Bob Kane's Batman throughout the decades. And even more, it became more and more campy, more and more of a joke, as we know. That's what I'm saying. The original conception of Batman was never fulfilled almost in the comics, only for a short time. Burton brought that back to life, but no one wants to give him credit for that. And he also gave it more of a fantastical Burton spin on it all, you know, his own spin on the world. Batman busts out of the cage, and then he goes, and so are you. And he falls to his watery grave. See if you could read this quote. He's wondering if the Doctor Strange will ever show up again, because that was his second appearance. Those are just a few examples. This is the Joker's second appearance. Anyway, I'm done. Don't leave a comment unless you listen to this whole video. You arrogant Nolan fans, get a clue. He's watered down Batman to the point where he's a freaking pussy. An unintelligent pussy. This was JBM from Villain News, Villain Radio, Mr. Creepshow 9, JBM 2005. Check out all my Dark Knight rants on YouTube.